But right now, we want to talk about a Charlotte lawsuit that we've been covering here on WCNC Charlotte. A new federal lawsuit putting Charlotte-Mecklenburg police under the microscope after Anthony Lee, you see here in this body camera video, says that he and a companion were arrested at a South Tryon Street bus stop in 2023 for smoking what he says was legally purchased hemp. The complaint filed this week accuses CMPD officers of ignoring their own department's legal guidance, among other issues. So joining us right now is one of Mr. Lee's attorneys, Jonky Canaria, here on Live Impact News. Jonky, thanks for joining us this morning for this conversation and breakdown.
Thank you for having me.
So can we go to the beginning? We saw a little bit of the footage from the body cam footage from CMPD. Walk us through what you are walking through as evidence back that happened in 2023.
Yeah. My client, Anthony Lee, was sitting at a bus stop after he got off of work that day. He was smoking legally purchased hemp, and he told officers this immediately, and it was clearly a legal hemp product from a nearby store. Officers did not ask a single follow-up question, and they immediately handcuffed him. Our client did everything right. He did nothing wrong, and yet the police felt that they were licensed to arrest him, handcuff him, force him to the ground, and helplessly witness the brutal assault against his partner at that time.
So the complaint filed this week leans on a bulletin that happened in 2021 from CMPD. Break that down for us.
Yes. CMPD's own legal counsel warned officers in writing in 2021 that sight or smell of marijuana alone isn't enough for probable cause, echoing the North Carolina State Bureau of Investigation's 2019 memo that hemp and marijuana are indistinguishable by sight and smell. CMPD kept making arrests on that basis anyway, and this isn't a mistake. It's a well-known, tolerated practice that the city council has known and has even warned shouldn't exist. And so we believe this is a policing problem that the city needs to address, and the police need to stop using junk science to arrest people.
And CMPD's crime lab testing, what exactly does it detect then, and why do you say it couldn't prove that this was illegal?
So there is legal hemp and marijuana by sight and smell are indistinguishable. And so CMPD does not have the capabilities to test legal hemp and marijuana, the THC amounts, just by sight or smell.
Okay. You're suing the city of Charlotte as well, right?
Yes.
Okay. And why go after the city and the department?
Well, this is the worst kept secret across the city, that policing is infected by racial discrimination. And this lawsuit is about accountability. And accountability does not happen without a demand. And so the city of Charlotte and CMPD have known that these issues have existed for years. And yet they haven't taken the steps necessary to protect people like Mr. Lee, who did nothing wrong, but still experienced an unlawful arrest.
Okay, so what would you need to prove?
Well, you'll have to see how the court
or
how the lawsuit plays out.
Sure, of course. And I understand that after that incident, the charges were dropped, right? A couple of weeks later. And so what does that tell you about the strength of the original case?
Yeah, the officers did not have probable cause to arrest Mr. Lee because he did nothing wrong. He was smoking legal hemp outside of a bus stop.
And so at the time, Chief Johnny Jennings defended the arrest and disputed the decision. How do you respond to that?
Well, I think we responded in our lawsuit.
Okay. There you go. So what is Mr. Lee looking for? What does he want from this lawsuit beyond any compensatory damages?
said before, this lawsuit is about accountability. While no amount of money can make Mr. Lee whole, we hope that CMPD and the city of Charlotte solve a problem that they know has existed for years and impacts people severely. Being arrested or suffering an unlawful arrest is a real tragedy and pretty horrific, as you can tell by the video itself.
What's the next step for you procedurally, and then any responses from the city or CMPD?
So we just filed the complaint and we're in the process of serving it on the defendants. And so we look forward to receiving their response to the lawsuit.
All right. And then how is Mr. Lee?
You know, this situation was very upsetting for our client. He had recently moved to Charlotte. He was working at his new job. He did nothing wrong when he was violently arrested. And then the harrowing videos of the arrest went viral, putting his traumatic experience all over the news, and no one should have to endure something like that. And so I would say that he's taking it day by day.
All right. Jonky, why talk to us today? You know, I mean, when it comes to high profile cases like this and talking before a case or any, anything is under trial or testified in a courtroom, why talk to the media now?
For legal education. But also we believe this is a real problem, that that this is a real policing problem that the city needs to address. And the more people that know about how our government functions and state actors functions, the more that knowledge is power, right? We know our rights. Thank you for asking us to speak with you today.
Yeah, well, we appreciate your time and candor, and, we can never be more educated. So all of that will come into play here with Jonky Canaria joining us from the Southern Coalition for Social Justice, one of Mr. Anthony Lee's attorneys in a lawsuit filed earlier this week against the CMPD and City of Charlotte. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Bye.